I'm sorry. Enti ne sanka bad ne be ko say secondary school so no nko so no na vocational technical no so no ya fa ho wori ba ho so no na ya ko ena enkra ha commercial schools ne technical schools gu bebrebe a ne nyina tete de no first de na ne nyina say ayira o system no mu ne so mo ase enti an ko basa chinchina twan ye ko si school dan kakraka bi o baabi aka say ye si school dan na vocational technical hwan nye yesa mu mi enchemu kakra be pesa be bisa question mi da me de manusi communication minister and communication ministry ye nya nti ya mo na mo ka kire yen say mo the internet wifi every senior high school Ghana ha every senior high school sina ba omunya access to internet ho sama ko sisen sika bi na mutua ye ede ma wo mo provide internet no wo ma ye adwuma na wie communication ministry me say internet no wifi na mo se mo de call every senior high school wo Ghana sina ba ya teacher for the students betumi ya access to internet no ehun sam akwa sisen schools do send betumi so mo bo aka kire ye say ye the internet no ekọ ho ampa sika do send mo tua ede ama wo mo aye sa adwuma no ye wo sika no ye figures ni nyina ho next week meka next week menem anamusifo be call every secondary school Ghana ha ahwe say wifi na ministry of communication sha ho bo eni ti o ma tua hu sika etua eda so tua ede ma adwuma ko bi no anya bia internet no wo ho ampa ana sesi ye ni sika enti akunta bia sesi ye ma wo mo aye tumi ahye mo sa ne budi kire no ye be mo mabu a kire ye anya sa omo de yense kan ebedwa nanka na da na doso dodo me de besia de betwa me ho aba me ba bedwafo baba me yedi nkomo ede na ekoso ewo ye sikasam tutue mu ye bedi ho nkomo media budget review no nsem bebre wo mo ese ehwe ne ka ho asam enti ene ye bedi ho nkomo pa sanso ena na atoshi ado ene owura nkoko botwe nsem sami ekeme se ehuri akosoro yes ye gane tie se MPCB krampo edom hu jimu gidigidi anya asem kuma kra yes let institutions work enti sasam na ye ka no emu de wo he ene ye de ye adwuma eno so ye behwe na ye de no so nkomo sanse eye asem a eye asem hia pa ese tumhwe na ye ka no so asem papa sanse yanka enye ye ema ni nye ye sanso da enti eno so ye bedi hu enkomo na fe ya hwe ma Mrs. Lada pa ni sika yi $1 million. Yes. Bis kan we body na me de me pram. Essence bondo no sa 1 million. Ebi wom. Yes ya chi de pedi bi aka ho. Na e be bisa questions bebre say. Say de dio, say nya ne dio na bi de minim. Na so the kwarabre ene ho ana. Ye de good sister no man ka eboa. Adwebe na international community ni nya de afa ye ho say minister in government $1 million won fee na nipa bia kokko wia including some euros and some cedis in other jurisdiction no anka den anka besi ye bedi hu nkomo papa na hwese de besi akwafa na pension fund aban de nsa bom ama omo new notes treasury bill the most safest and no dey ye adwuma pa eno so ehonsam etisen san komo yi ye bedi papa na ya hwe ECOWAS for meet omo koye se Niger omo de chance na to so Niger say em fire ho e kire se ECOWAS ku no ewu ahoden anase ni ahoden ensam yi etwe ho ba bedwafo beba am ye di nkomo no ontwen ye ene de efie ha ye ma enti na ya che no na so ni nyina ye ene me wo bedwafo makomako enum ene ka me ho me ka ho ansia me ka ho ansia ye do mo bai said ye be ya adwenkyere no ye be chiche mu bebre ne ehun se de ne mesi ko anhwe kwa ne be pon donkro mini faso pe mini ne di nkomo nra na mesre no an na wo mra ode ose ayoyo nti aseda na mede mama no eye onunyamfo Ahmed Ibrahim ono e bandam na sebedwani eno edi nkomo ofie ha na mka so brabro ono di kan ba ansa na meba ona bwa kwa ba
thank you mini
udi umre so me na be late my late ba me late kitikiti bi
Pentecost for the late
mo nye late wo bakubi de bakubi a minimum ni de na de me modi ana me ba kum so pe last week ye hunu last week no ni town ba no town enti na wa town honorable Clement Wilkinson Ga West Abankrachi so who hallelujah that's right another Pentecostal and then oba baku elite bakwanye elite ena ono achi so me wo John Dako Dabi mamenko hansa engineer Isaka Amonkote wono or a local government expert ye need nkomo ha na ye fra no phone so ama ne kansem ne se bra wo sema okay dey no hio be chirichiri mu nti waba oba be chirichiri mu ne yetumi ahwe local governance no de pa na ekoso wo ho a e say local governor but ane se ye de amamu no ko amanfo aboboa no nti ye ko aboboa na no de ana ye kire sen ye ho ne ye wampa ye be di ho nkomo pa na no pay na fe John Dako aye lawyer ni oye chirechirefo pani ewo Gimpa o kire mmra na enche obeda no ho adi ewo constituency bi enti eba me meka me ma problem
gentle politics. You are too gentle for that.
Right.
If you meet this man with a debate, what will happen?
And His Excellency Sampiale also ewufia wono enkane Ghana ba na musiniko India na fe NDC Professional Forum no wono ye pania wodama na bejafo ba munyina akwa aba
na we case uncle
wasaba na we case uncle wasan no so na ye hwe anyway mum ye ko we de taw ye hyase anesa ye hyase fa free onunyamfo Dan Kwaku Butwe ene maame na atoshi adon samsami kame se ensam na kwa bebri na edidi ko tuntwai sector minister local government minister onunyafo Dan Kwaku Butwe and a common fund administrator maame na toshi ado into common fund I say assembly common fund means assembly no fall under local government buakunta nchereme buakunta ma parliament ene ma pani ahusoma bebebre menene nkasa nkasa me ho menena ye say amanso bedidi ko babi entienne medical official free orinyafo Ibrahim so na mabisa ne say emra na na sebedwam no na de enim ne say common fund administrator de o share local government minister say on na bebu ubu akontama no that is what yenim asesa ebrebe na sesa ye na won chirechire mu na fie mfa mfiri won fa nto aso honorable emra sebedwam any said yet ye no mame na toshi ado kwan ene so obu akonta e de kire no
yo menua Agya Kwabena ma memfa wafidie so na menchia omomohwe UTV na nope say UTV dey wo ba na say obey state of the nation address
I tell you
na mensanchia me boss any one of my mentors Ambassador Sampiale
sure
to be honest with you and then the first day and second day I mean share we the same table so
see
but most of times nanka me person meeting baby or kasana mutual me taking notes and so he's one of the seasoned politicians are yemo bebre yesuano.
Sure.
Ne kasa ne organization na unfama. Any choir offers to at his age, former ambassador, are still on the platform. On a binomo ministers, cabinet ministers, Kurampo Akweli down. But Ono was still at the battlefield. He will be taking much inspiration for him.
Sure.
Ambassador Nyamin Shrao. Na ye kono se uhwe asemo a wo ka no. Agya Kwabena on se unim nokre. Na woti o na ye ka asem bi na o ka se nokre na wonim no. Namfosam nti umpese odi nokre no beto adwa na se wo ye mambofo. Se uhwe mi a memiti hey. On se du nkete ya general secretary Dambocho ya general secretary. Nti azedu adamfo pa ni se John ni Dambocho. Na atoshinso na damfo. Omona na omowo Tema West. They were all in Tema West. Sakumo na Dambocho ti. Ona na asedu ti. Ona na atoshite na ofusan pofuti. So they were all friends. Ana me ba mrahye bedwa fie nu nso me beto Dambocho wo parliament. Me ni Dambocho na ba the same day. Eni na atoshe. Ye nyina ba 2009. Nti ye be share ho no. The second term na Dambocho ye minority chief whip. Ena na atoshe ye deputy first deputy minority chief whip. Na atoshe ye Dambocho deputy. Me so on the other side of the divide, na me so me deputy majority chief whip. Nti ye mu bi the three of us were in the leadership together. Nti me ni omu bi enu nyina aye adwuma, so that familiarity is there. Nti asem no ba ya no na asem a bai we madamfo we madamfo ende ma min komranum na yemfa mrano nka na se memetio amanfo so nim se meni Dambocho num na ewo local government committee no until he became a minister na ye ne no ewo committee of local government ena se wo hwa Agya Kwabena mra na ye di chichire local governance no ye wo Local Governance Act 936 2016 e pass ye ena ye wo Local Governance Act 455 1993 ena ye pass ye ansa na ye wo the Constitution 1992 Constitution of Ghana in the Sewsha Article 252 1 to 5 of the 1992 Constitution of Ghana enu ena Constitution is supreme mbra makan nyina se Constitution no bape e wo se o munyina da it's like the presidential sword wherever it goes all other coat of arms in bape whether parliamentary flag or this is they all succumb to it in the sana your constitution it here and as question tiawa we be say na ewo at 1993 Local Governance Act 455 no na ewum say the administrator for District Assembly Common Fund should report directly to the minister responsible for local governance. And at 2016 me Dambocho na atoshi ye nyina we were all in like the leadership of Parliament of Ghana. And a Minister of Local Government and Rural Development na Act 455 no can say administrator and report to man no. And no dim braba parliament say yen sisa the reporting entity no na yen redirect say local government common fund administrator and report directly to parliament and to the president.
Etibo en kan no na mra na kire say common fund administrator and report to my local government minister no.
Yes.
And a minister na kasa sande mra ba say report for me munyai na mo no mo shisha mra na all report to my parliament
direct
na ene mampani direct tim na mahwe me ho afi mu na
exactly.
Okay.
And they say okay at 936 na Agya Kwabena they be kind section 129 of the Local Governance Act 936 or say the District Assembly Fund Common Fund Administrator shall report in writing to Parliament on how allocation made from District Assembly Common Fund has been utilized by the assemblies. But akaino section 7 of the District Assembly Common Fund Act 455 can say the District Assembly Common Fund shall report in writing to minister on how allocation made from common fund to the district assemblies have been utilized.
Okay.
Inti at 455 no, can say the district assembly common fund direct administration should report to the minister. And at 2016, you can say there be minister na di mra for ba parliament say no reporting style way there enye and they are redirected to the president and to the minister. And the minister who now the buy say man reported to you. And the minister who did this was Alhaji Collins Dauda, the former minister for local government and rural development. And he didn't do it just as a person. He did it on behalf of the country as a cabinet minister responsible for local government. So in essence, say who share reporting stage now. The responsibility is to report to parliament and not to the minister for local government and rural development.
See.
Sanity. Agya Kwabena say okwa section 131. Section 131 as na ma administrator and say na 455 no case say or be invest here or invest in consultation with the minister and all those things. But say upa act 131 na minister na stand by say yen free o. The administrator yes inti or say Section 131. Section 131. The common fund administrator may invest the monies in the common fund in securities pending the distribution into common fund. But Section 8 of the District Assembly, Local Government District Assembly Act 455. The administrator may pending distribution of monies to invest in all portions of the monies into securities or any other in a manner as may be approved by minister for local government in consultation with the minister responsible for finance. And now minister no buy, you way free ho in the 455 no. And a year no act 936 no. And now can say the administrator section 131. The administrator may invest monies in the common on securities and other things before the distribution of the common fund. The be minister no one free ho. And now the buy. So in essence, the responsibility on the administrator is on the administrator and not the minister. Adia ye amamwa ye da chintio. Mimi boss former minister, former majority leader Dr. Benjamin Kumbo. Osi Ahmed, Mr. When you see me being hard on you, not that I hate you, but I don't want any case whereby in your retirement you may be in your home and they will go and call you to come and be responding to certain things. Into uye bibia, I make sure you do the right thing. Into unye lawyer, but always read the law concerning whatever you are doing. So enya na toshia owo administrator and adambocha owo common fund. Se uyi na toshi free o na odi nipa fufuro ebawa. Still, that person now odi ni bano mbranisi on report to directly to parliament and the president and in writing.
Let's just say minister called we free mu
you free mu and you still want the old thing way to do that bibi bawa who will be responsible who responsibility now yes we are responsible why you free and you still expect me to report to you
no
bibi ba na ye de mi kwa na oka se onyame na me ye say wa se mrano we na ye nti obia di mrano na se oye adwuma na se wo constitution no ma Agya Kwabena.
Yes, sir.
Article 252. Constitution no. Constitution ninti. Ma Collins Dauda edisa at 936 no ebae. No mu say defect ni normal bebre ewom nti yemfa at 936 all the local governance as yen kan ni nyina mbom na yenye no boku ba ko eno na ye local governance at 936. It is at 936 no NAD ye adwuma eno na ese dambotwe odi ye adwuma in the say kind article 252 District Assembly Common Fund or see there shall be a fund to be known as District Assembly Common Fund. That's one. Two, subject to the provisions of this constitution, Parliament shall annually make provisions for the allocation of no less than 5% of the total revenues of Ghana to District Assembly for development. And the amount shall be paid into the District Assembly Common Fund in quarterly installments. Three, the monies accruing to District Assemblies in the Common Fund shall be distributed among all the District Assemblies on the basis of a formula approved by Parliament. And four, there shall be appointed by the President with the approval of Parliament a District Assembly Common Fund administrator. So which means, said ye a vetty Minister for Local Government, you know. Say ye be appointed as a District Assembly Common Fund, else ye veto.
Okay.
Into this assembly common fund on governor of Bank of Ghana governor and a chief justice and the Supreme Court judges. These are the people we vet. Until Parakwesi Mr. Atta, even vice presidents were not vetted. And once Mr. Atta the no buy and may his soul rest in peace. Parliament can say but it is a very high office. You understand? A high office there, even though constitution no anka say it was say vetted. But I said Ghana, you be amanako that constitution high constitutional office like vice president. Constitution no can be biase say be vice president say veto. Yeah. But it was a parliament here then. Ye veti na ya approve. Said the be ya office na ukono any level na ukono ebe match. Into chief justice and Supreme Court judges ye veti This assembly common fund any governor of Bank of Ghana ye veti Ministers of State and deputy ministers ye veti National Health Insurance CEO ye veti no. Into ono she Minister for Health ase. Guide fund administrator ye veti no. Into ono o she education ase. But for common fund
ya veti no.
Ya veti no.
Ojo de ne ho kura.
O de ne ho.
Okay.
Into telepathy no na was a flexible. Even though minister no buy no yi free ho. Since your government back na ye nyina ye juma you know. Mbe consult to now wa consult to me. So that there must be that flexibility and telepathy. But that should not circumvent the law. Because consultation no interests the baby boni bar. Uno be responsible. Boni bar me the administrator no and the best for me. And I'm a lawyer. I know what is awaiting me. Inti me ye me bibia e was me ye no pepepe. So knowing this and me then say the two of them were in parliament with me. Emma, yes, Amra we know. In fact, Alhaji Kolinzada did very well. Yeli Chire was a former minister for local government. Yeah. Alhaji Kolinzada was the then minister for local government. Oni Abamba Bini Chemensanu Dambo Chenum. We were all interested in this law. And I pass say, Yembra Dadano, defects be womb. Into Yan Allah Fantino together with the constitution. And I yen sir. In this Usha way, say me, I report directly to the president. Now say, Bibi ba nya president and a dini kokotu. Me na me yes I no mana me yen yansana mako report to. First na you can't say me report to all mbrada no can't say me report to local government minister no. Say Bibi ba minister na ye ba becho. But say a minister no ba be year from say my report me report to you. Me maso aware I mean to me president. Me report to president there. Bibi ba udi ya mo udi wom. Indi say me ba na me di mra no to nche ma wo ye no ma bi. Me obi nka me how la justify say wo na wo ye.
Anya possible.
Anya possible. Ena say ukan mra no so a. O say parliament 5. Parliament shall by law prescribe the functions and tenure of office of the administrator in such a manner as will ensure effective and equitable administration of this assembly common fund.
Just all the time parliament. Okay.
Exactly. And a parliament or can say by law yenye we no. And on a ma call at 936 no. Yes our law no. But 1993 parliament no and a year at 445 no. 462 in the local government. But for common fund at 455. Exactly. Inti parliament ni yes ambra no simply because constitution as you say munye mbra ayebe gadi common fund administrator juma. And I say usha mbra na ye na parliament ye mbra no ekotu constitution no edi shemu edi ema adwuma no ye clear. Inti se uka act 43936 na ja na mamin
hwehwebra ene ye pedication ensem o kyerɛkyerɛ mu nyina metie din me pikine me fi from pa san say wo hwɛ emra no a o se parliament enye adwuma no parliament hwɛ kwan say formula wo be ye adwuma no parliament approve we parliament nye ni sei we parliament nye ni sei enti ni se parliament na esa na me nyina awie na se ka say on report emfa emma sector minister na say when you parliament if moving do parliament be play major role our dem state na adwuma o ye nyina ho enti mo say na say no about be say everything is on parliament and the president.
Yes enti uba Parliament can say in Shembrano. And about establishment of this Assembly Common Fund. That's Local Governance Act 936, Section 1251. In accordance with Article 252, in accordance with Article 252 of the 1992 Constitution, there shall be a fund to be known as District Assembly Common Fund. 2. The District Assembly Common Funds consist of A. Monies allocated by Parliament. B. Any interest or dividend accruing to investment or monies from the Common Fund. From Common Fund. Where monies are essay or receivable. Or say, monies that accrue to Common Funds shall be distributed among district assemblies on the basis of a formula approved by Parliament. Minister Niwo. And now, 4. The administrator of the Common Fund shall submit proposals for the formula to Parliament for consideration within 3 months after the end of each financial year.
As Parliament. Minister, no Parliament in all.
Administrator no also all the proposals eba. Oh, sikana aba Common Fund no say. E was say this echo assemblies no say this. You want the proposals eba. And the Parliament doesn't constitute the proposal. Nye na ye quality. The administrator submit the proposal to us. No, the scenarios about yes scenario A, ebeye we, scenario B, ebeye we, scenario 3, ebeye we. Inti anu na yem da shebe dwafo ni nyina ye kwa transi. Ewo hu say these are the proposals the administrator is making. Dia na beboa potem mama no. Ye scenario A administrator we dey emwa. Ye B o we dey emwa. Ye 3 o we dey beboa. Na ye nyina
no approve.
A committee of the whole. Inti nya local government committee and consider District Assembly Common Fund proposal no. And yet to the committee of the whole. What I say? 275 MPs ni nyina yebema speaker e free ho. Na deputy speaker na preside. Na ye no committee of the whole. Into all 275 no obia committee e can be wom. Ye the Ministry of Local Government budget eba parliament and the local government committee ye na transfer wom. Ye nkwa ye nipa 20. Ye the Minister of Health budget eba health committee. Yeah, the youth and sports committee. Yeah, the Minister of Finance budget bar finance committee in Kwane Transit. But yeah, the common fund formula eba all 275. You constitute yourself into committee of the whole. Na mu nyina mwa bobo. Mu wia ansa na mu the report no aba plenary. You understand? Mu the ba plenary ansa na mwa jatum. So, said ye na etie before 2016 no, after the passage of the 2016 Act no, asisano.
Okay.
Emma, niye Emma niye ya kakra ni say functions of the District Assembly Common Fund Administrator and also ya ye wombra Act 936 we. Ni functions niye 4. Functions no 3. Or see monies accruing to the Common Fund shall be distributed to the District Assemblies in accordance with the formula approved by Parliament. Ya more minister din ewum.
How do we bring in 1263? 1263 say the minister shall, and this one that's the minister responsible.
Is it constitutional? Okay.
No. This is the Act 936.
Assembly Common Fund Act.
Yes, the Local Governance Act.
Okay.
So you know he was referring to 125. So 125. And then I'm talking about 1263. It says that the minister shall, in consultation with the minister responsible for finance. So that means that the minister for local governance and then the minister for finance determine the category of expenditure of the approved development budget of district assemblies. That must in each year be met out of the amounts received by the district assemblies from the district assemblies common fund.
But what can it be?
Section 126(3)
of the local government.
Yes. So you read 125. It's just right beneath it, and it's talking about allocation of funds to the district assembly. In fact, the 126 one now, like I said, Parliament shall annually allocate no less than 5% of total revenue to the district assembly, and then 126(2) no, that's not what we need. But 126(3) brings in the minister. I've listened to very important discussions.
I have a response for you.
You know, and so far it looks like the minister response has been taken, and I see that. But 126(3), brings in the minister. In fact, it brings in not just the minister responsible for local governance, but the minister for finance. And he said that the two of them shall determine.
Is it the minister responsible for finance?
Yes, the minister
responsible for finance.
No, the minister shall. The minister shall. The minister shall. So when the minister refers here, he's referring to the local government.
Yes.
So the minister shall, in consultation with minister responsible for finance, determine the category of expenditure of the approved development budget of the district assemblies. So,
no. Your response with this. You quote free Act 455. Into Uko Section 9 of Act 4555. When you quote to the bar at 936. Now, a financial liability of district assemblies. Not this assembly.
You see, that's
the heading.
No.
We shouldn't be referring to 455 now because for the purpose of this discussion,
my part
amendments.
I'm saying that's you. We're saying
one amendment and I say cleaning.
No, what is not cleaning now?
What you read.
Yes. It's in connection with the title is Parliament to make allocation to district assembly.
What you read.
Yes.
1263.
Yes.
What is the import there? The import there is in consultation with the Minister for Finance, they have a specific responsibility. That is, determine the category of expenditure of the approved development budget. District assemblies approve their budget. What they are going to spend the money on. Does it include common fund?
No. You see, if you look at the top, it says that make allocation to Parliament to make allocation. In the end, I say the money is received by district assemblies from the district assemblies common fund.
The money is received.
Yes.
The money is challenging you, but I'm explaining it to you.
Okay.
You asked me a question.
It was just for the purpose of education because it looks like the law has completely taken away the minister's power.
Yes, this is the formula. This is the formula approved.
Yes.
This is a copy of the formula approved.
See, and I be more approve it.
Oh, scenario, you approve we are whatever we are two no dey to go. We approve. Okay, my culture say law no. Who interpret law? You look at the heading of the law. That's the note.
The heading and the notes.
The head, exactly.
Yeah, we can use it as part of.
So let me take you from there. Original law now, yediba a section 9 of the Act 455. But we have a financial liability of assemblies, not common fund.
But here it doesn't talk that. But this is a current law.
So how me do about a womb? The who can let me see a womb. By me, you have me mantra was a foundation na unti the entire yediba. A financial liability of assemblies. Emma is about the monies the assemblies receive from the common fund.
It's not about the determination
received from the common fund. In the common fund, no, you approve formula we. The money that has been approved by Parliament, any say district assembly biano, sika direct say, and a brown. Into your formula no more, you were district assembly direct. You were money allocated to YEA, and look out to the Ministry of Youth and Sports. You were money allocated to education, and no a call to Ministry of Education. You were money allocated to National Disaster Management Organization.
All from the common fund.
From the common fund, not more. And look at ministry, not more is a Ministry of Interior. You were money allocated to school feeding. School feeding is an agenda. And look at to the Minister for Gender. So we don't deal with only one minister. So the money is allocated to district assemblies direct from the formula no. And no and law no air say that money going to the assembly, the district must be held liable for that. So the Act 1253 now 1263 now uko to know how to make the assembly liable for the development money that the fund is giving to them. And no administrator no any guidelines echo. So yeah the come here. Was a minister for local government. You have to send guidelines because you are also sending money
along the line. You know, informal about the money is going there. No, they're sending the guidelines.
Oh, there be.
This is assemblies. They directly fall under the local government ministry.
Yes.
Directly falls under them.
with this law is now the regional ministers. No, you see.
So the campaigning issue is rare now.
With this, the direct supervision of MFDC is under the local government. This is RCC.
So we should as well create a desk for the minister for local government.
They are you can't conjecture.
Not necessarily.
Yes,
he basically uses.
You can't conjecture that we should do this. What are we doing now? The current law is what you are explaining.
Yeah,
law now, was saying, my culture say development budget, and minister for local government editing the guidelines. Echo. When they are also making their budget, you are entitled to receive common fund from this. And your common fund, the source of funding to the district assemblies. And you are just a component of what they received. The minister knows that the assembly 261 will be a benya say. Inti mu benya say no, mu IGF no eje common fund administrator and a trend ya be. Mu fees and tolls and all those things that you are receiving this is here. Enya MC is here. Enya onu administrator na be. Onu ne de say meji we free finance minister wa. Na ye parliament ma me formula. Na me de we so asendo. The ubenya account when you say sister city project, what project is you and your ministry. Inti Yakofan say we are narrowing this thing, thinking misconstruing the financial liability of the assemblies, which is in connection with the money sent to them direct. And to me. Inti if that is what you are saying, Sikana Echo Minister of Education, how would the Minister for Local Government supervise that for the Minister?
Yeah, but who can say
in the formula?
Who can say at a point?
How would the Minister for Local Government supervise YE money? Then gender, school feeding. How would the Minister for Local Government supervise it? So you are dealing with about 5 ministers. And 5 ministers, before even Damboche became Minister for Local Government, the then Minister Agya Alima used to come to Agya's office. Colin Dada used to come to Finn's office. That thing has been there. Even though by law they are not under you. But you can't, it's consultation. So you don't leave and for Mustafa Yusuf comes to Common Fund Administrator to check on his YE Minister for Youth and Sports. So it happens. In the way now, Abano, you can't use that one to circumvent the law. But the length and breadth of it is a constitution actually say I report to. Yeah. The administrator report to this, which is clear. The law at 936, Minister for Local Government, the bar Parliament, and also actually say the administrator report to the president. Inti ukofa any other thing now, the Act 1263 now okano, and I've explained there is about after the formula, the MFDC's direct fund na eco assemblies ono, and no who minister no now say who the guidelines na who follow how that one is inconsistent with the budget. That is what they are saying. Okay.
I think it's a very good point because when you read the law, I checked section 131, right? And it says that the president may delegate his powers under this section to the administrator.
And before then, before 455 now, the president may delegate his functions for recruitment of staff to the minister.
So now everything is
to the minister or administrator. And the minister already by normal council minister. And
the parliament
to the president.
And the president.
To the administrator. Every power is given to the administrator.
Exactly.
The minister the power.
No, but you see, let's be careful. You see, when you say minister and a woman say we are talking about the office. Because when we hear people would think that Damboche now. I think it's the law. And it's not even the minister per se. Law goes through a process. And so
okay. And you make some who assembly.
Local government.
Local government. Sansi say wo ho mo de ye adwuma bepem sa bere. Mu wo challenges bi e wo said de emra no ma hye no ho. Enu ntine edu ba bi a ema adwuma no ye bibia ho. Ana say mo de mo ti ase ntimo ye no yo ho bia ni ho.
Jacob,
Yes, sir.
And pay me chia me mampeni na na do danko akufuado.
Ojo so.
Abebio.
Me chia no pa o mampeni a. Oye doctor aye nya ye na se. Me manayiko wo na djuma pa oye. No me chia my friends from Kenya. They are in Ghana now. Ali and Abud Fatal. I greet you this morning. Kwabena me chia me sofu peni. Chama nyamiche, apostle nyamiche. Me chia no pa. Kwabena so mo ye Kenya na etitia answer na parliamentarians no ombe ka de bi ho a omo be gina no maka ni ye pa no omo interest no so
I like this one.
But look at this. Say a minister, a whole minister, like a local government minister. I'm not saying Honorable Dambotri, but the office. Maybe on the chunk of the budget, a wapa this district common fund administration I'm a common fund here be a one. But I think say the minister no can do know about information. Say a normal air no at least it should be in the known say I'm a common fund no e be ananka ye 500 no. Say e be a 400. Inti a normal be a ye fi so a ye ska be fi so e da kwhye bebe no anka parliament e ye hu adwuma sa no on the minister or hosisi anu so ye MPO nti anka parliament ye hu adwuma sa no e so mo hwe se sika na e ba district assembly no a ye di adwuma no ya ti so no ye di akwhye ha ye di akwhye ha but on say e benefit MPs no more nti e ba ni sa no a omo no the law na aka no eye law no dey wo ho law no a o maka ne sesi a tin ni na no e wo ho but me MPs ne dey me believe o me trust o when it comes to district assembly common fund na o percentage wo mu a bad district na o mo maye ye di adwuma o mo di bitua school fees o mo di eye no ma bi ti say bridge bi say a o mo timi di bi ko ye obi ni nso a o mo timi di bi ko tu nso mani pa no they love it and they'll debate it. So the whole year, no come describe and they debate on district common fund. They will do it. But Honorable Natoshini, Honorable Dambotri, I don't think they are fighting. No, they are not fighting. They are Dambotri person who one is there. Or no partner woman. Also no worker football. No worker YE or can't wait. They go to the office. No, we not discuss it. But him say we say Honorable Dambotri nso bisane de no a ene dem fun so be na wo and so be any test infom so be any ho but the enkofo se de yafa de ne te say de Honorable Dambotri person oje na atoshi adwuma no ye no I think say Honorable Dambotri know more than that by the law no a working council here he knows more than that but information kutu be no wo pekeke information na wo pe no say district assembly common fund na e ko no Ekwanya e faso a ye de kone de parliament o ma approve. O say direct. But direct direct means what? It means that Honorable Dambotri doesn't have any powers authority on it. It go direct to the district office. Into ye chia no ye chia scan one. Okay. So now say common fund delay 1 2 3. Into Honorable Dambotri into oni and say, no local government minister, so Bisa say, I didn't know normal no delay. Is it because Parliament have proved say a year by law, a year president, any Parliament in Kuana, district assembly common fund administrator, no bet me, I report to Nintendo. It means that I'm no one chance no one ding. And your whole ministry, okay? Is it sanitation, any local government be what? Sanitation ministry no any local government bill into sure local government and say they do more yes say pa no e by the district direct to the district Honorable Dambotri to me to car or call all the district me masambe waba ho oba eno ma ye di district assembly common fund ye no eno hu nsem na oni e be discuss o say your misappropriation obu ha ye di district assembly common fund kra ba no MP ni percent nye o mu no wan hwe kra na ye di akoye duma MP kura ba no so afi no so twini de MP so timi gidi de kura na common fan kura mai MP so obi na wa
o ya daji o de mai o de
say why budget na to ho dabi why budget na to ho Iti on him say we be document in the go. Just what did that because on him say come on for na 10 cities. E be do ya the next day ni nyina be ko. Iti what did that. Iti when na honorable Dambochi ono no hu ni say anka directly no ono no should be in charge of some part be a say na ye ka say information na say anka ono no di ma na atoshi na ansa na omo approve no fine and one common fan
na say emra na di adwuma
emra na di adwuma
na say
and was so mo prove wi a omo approve awie no e kwa ye fa so e ko no mo ma mi hu
what to be for 2 million sir
oh
say no to be for your minister granted we are minister na say we say emra na say me am here this is assembly common fund administrator no emra na say me fa sika no nko me fa ehihia maye nko parliament parliament ji tubu wi a na me bi di sika na mamensi assembly no di sika na mamensi assembly ni wi a na wo sector minister na akwa kwahwe say sika na me di ma assembly no wo mu di ye adwuma a wo mu ka so mo de be ye no ana say si wa
mo ma yem fa
ana bim san kan
mo ma yem fa
be diplomatic because the party assembly
me party ma me wi
okay
diplomatic
ma me na hwe say be me shape correct
enti sa ministry na ya ka no honorable Dambochi ye vet no honorable na atoshi ye vet no
sure enti wo nyina wo
enti anka mo nyina wo baby but honorable Dambochi local government ministry no omo budget ana omo nyom budget omo budget omo budget no eso na afemu abesi common fund
different
minister common fund different but e ka the ono so fi say nko for the adwuma na e ka ho bi it is no man minister the information our opinion say on can say on no be distribute scan no on can say this can be cover bia on can say on from na no sign on can say on fanya hwe say honorable na to she woni yeti ye oboaye at times say adenu ya na say e bia check aka na ka e mienu miensa ba ko a say information no kwa omo mi omani ama parliament for enya kasapa omo di ba because we say no parliamentarians no mo and then they are not push o maye omo kwa the first thing omo bomb pie we say this is common for aba and then they do ma say e mo maye ko and the honorable na touch ni honorable Dambochi they are not fighting but all what I'm saying is that the baby as say obia odi ne hu ehye na adwuma no betimi akoso no onfa ne hu ehye and say we information why informa no o say asemi bai honorable Dambochi ko am say wakasa o the bia unso okọ parliament
okasa Friday okasa was
correct
okay.
Nti onye bibia mfi babia wo see ohia some information no that's all that's it
information o see ohia no emra ma no ho kwan se onya some information no isan se emra no e ka ne pefe se sika sempo akapre na wo foto mu a sei na opese wo chiche ma assemblies no enti parliament penisu wi asa na emra kan parliament penisu wi na dis kana come assembly no na assembly no so hihia o so maye a mo be di sika no local government ministry no ahwe say da mo ka so no be adwuma no o mo de adwuma pa sana sanka wo de anka etitia
sana hunu
ntira me bisa wo
okay yanhwe eyana me pese me study the mind of a political party when it comes to local government Oshe NPP and Ananadoa they are more or less they believe in some best centralize the local government than decentralize it.
How?
Okay. Obaye no. Okreti 4 ministries. Our more functions ni na clear local government functions. Regional integration, sanitation, zongo development, special initiative. Our more functions ni na clear local government functions. And Obaye no common fund asema na yeka. Na Ewura Mama they could do 7.5 of the national revenue. Obete so they call 5%. Were weakened assemblies needed that by that act. Now, after ministry for let's take sanitation for example, 2017, 2018, 2019 budget be alcohol, but the PR minister ka enen nkofonyina because he said 2020 COVID by ekodi ho 2021 2022 ehun so aba o dey fan to baby answer now yenko administrator ni issue so formula na honorable kan fantastic formula no initially no omoye projections no na it was about 3 billion 2022 you the acquire Ministry of Finance say omo play within 2 point something and omo accepted the play within that ayenko enim no common fund administrator ede ayibi kukwasa ayibi by say 930 million yenyi no 930 million yenyi niamfa nkoye special project no mentiase what almost about 40% of sikana yensabeka no adentina na sa special project no den ade no na de na opapa pese okana oye no yie no say MPs endowment fund or say empowerment fund na ema wo ho no
district
fund
and emergency MPs common fund district common fund
okay you formula no wo ha no under the 2022 no wo hwa yi p emergency empowerment BBBB disables for elho it's about 6 or so RCC elho now she sikana cost aside the it's about 40% of sikana
common fund sikana na
we can what is you can disables be more people with disabilities
PW
because you can disable
you the person change say 40% of common fund no ecos shares aside ho ye ubeti you say na toshi AC court now who should na idea adwuma na line na idea adwuma na you see the assemblies are the highest political authority and the assemblies be negotiate eka say ye go to court that is where I have a problem because assemblies ni ye say take a decision they say papa in assembly members no ma take a decision say you person see court then we are looking for fund to construct that court but because you allow say 40% you know na special purpose vehicle be free so na CC court assemblies no we are not involved we be involved here maybe you copy as be na you farm no fancy or you tender na but payment of all these things you know pass it through assemblies because it is hidden under the 40% you know now 40% you know of 2 point something yes capital very huge but you are accepting as a formula they said they na honorable kan na ye de adwuma na wo as a sector minister no wote ho na ye eniama fa wapampam ye eniama fa wapampam o na osum fa so no de wo enei anopa ye bai minya video bi MCs no ebi nsa kaskani bi special purpose no ye de toto we decide ni eniama delegates anya joy FM ya boabin asamwa na complain an opay emma one side so if you look at the whole concept now we are corrupting the concept instead of allowing decentralization.
This is a big allegation
you say joy FM an opay but there asamwa and complaining o see OP region the binimu ya no so if somebody is sitting at the top and whipping nkofo na ekoto sa ayemfa nse no super delegate no or hwefu am through this line now also touching so ho and was send the scanner direct mo based on the 40% no sa ska kase no anya ska kitwa out of the common fund meanwhile you see the district assemblies are the highest political authority and it is cabinet never district assembly wa omu take his decisions and that on only make kasa
yeah
papa bi no obotia no ho
slighted silver satet
for the constituency work of here e ho say dey what here obeka say to bomb wo say district assembly common fund no ba municipality no and MCs no ne papa ye ne nkofo di ye adwuma senka no ho beto no but a kosha 40% no and a minister entimi nka ho asem
dem anya mra na di adwuma
some mra na efri he ye chere pointers a ye fa che district assembly common fund no health issues education issues water coverage tarred roads originally no kra no na first one here housing scheme for the district assemblies and ye chinchim na for special purpose project 40% of the and no sa mra no free sa wo na kofa mra sama ba me guidelines na dey check common fund no sa 40% no free him because administrator no to me approve I don't understand that bit because yesika no the sources of the common fund no a total national revenue no so ye gigi wo baby district baby aba central government na gigi say timber ho adwuma central government cocoa central government gold central government and to gigi say scan nyina na say Kochema district na you don't go and create some special project something and then we allocate 40% say ye be 20% to krana and on any district assemblies no and why you most of the district assemblies no omukọ adwuma real functions behind here because Yama district assemblies now are very weak. They are supposed to perform some service delivery to the people. And they obekono which west we fear team obo to be am punching every baby no money na mu fie ho. Nkofo bi ho a insuo kron benom aka ha yawo. Uba me ho okwase a insuo ni ho ayenom. Ye no insuo. But I have clear function of the district assembly to supply wholesome water with Ghana water. Yen so no be the sea quarter and no family ho bay. Such special purpose project and everything a centralized ideas. But meanwhile I perceive decentralized local government. And they have food safety, one manage and one so akoto. Udi we na oyem je 3 days now because somebody is failing to perform his function. A whole no problem no.
And to when honorable ya adwin say or say decentralization no and I'm going for na kan here say decentralization say ye dey amamo no be kon kofa boboano no aba we ehunu ne sa
ehunu ni sakra ono was centralizing oba 2020 no and on no 3 out of 4 now create here no and just sanitation pay. Now the worst of all no sanitation no you can sanitation no be happy here say you prapra bola but sika ekọ no enye prapra ni bola asemu because we are supposed to construct treatment plant recycling plant no na dey then you go and take a minister who studied French in school again okokoye
I know I think say I know the
intimate because that is a technical area. A technical area and any resource you need and then look at the sanitation situation of the country.
Until they can be all that field, no.
Somebody who understands the whole thing. And near maybe kukwasa bia near because so set agenda na the toho. Now you see a flood in our bank line. Yen clear order. Then we end up doing what we have done. And then we are still in a mess. Every region biano sanitation has a problem. Meanwhile, we are pumping a lot of money into that area. Why do we want to do this? If we want to say yes, you have a project in terms of a huge project, what's in housing? So why are we doing this to ourselves? The professor Michiani said, 40%, it is too big for us to allow administrator to manage it. It is too big. And yes, now metie Bia East. Say
One Bia East.
MP no. Me Kwabena make.
Champon.
No, kase Dangote previous no or committee no GGB. Yes. committee select committee members no
and one make
eh so na wo person we diplomatic select committee members no ya ticket scam mo pafo
sa askabe de twama ho askabe de twama ho
okay o si there be you
sitting allowance ho
there be oye bia is the na account ye friend radio so and o sit down and
project
man can say sika mu deal in terms of projects but what I'm saying is that and then project in be common fund one of the MPs also in sika no ko school fees it was open school fees can system
no kan so education
no ya ka say for school fees and I bet me dey see school down
education and
construction hello in fact no no can so one ka so the school fees ama and person so phone also ni delegate Befi and you plan an air before one of the MPs only the police only delegates needing come and what catch
who are delegates and for the delegates
and NPP delegate now NDC delegate ka home and CPP delegate ka home and gum ya ka home
eh we gum
this is assemblies, you know. IGF, yes. Yes, already. And my name found mouse. When was the last time I visited Maira?
I was there even 3 days ago.
No, 10 or become. Because
I was there. And now one engine now because I friend won't send the corner. I can't do answer the but now can you answer me so the men kakoya because
this is more kwase you mean sure I
don't know kwase money so no Maria won so
me no baby same e tenti na maka che on say you mean sure I no pokwase
but obabi any dynamics baby
on so pokwase
you mean to Jam Webeko no and no more contract and you two ho nyina di lay pipeline nyina di two
the problem is say
you lay pipeline and from an
pipeline that was be problem is say so be connect come fie no they are not doing it
no namu omo your public ones kwa ho inso ni namu be see 7 years ni
because me kai say me hwe ho no kra no na Ghana water eh ya hwedu
be some chawa so ka de obe
inso de namu
and no man man for
on trip in konifie on trip
what are you talking about me point ni wo mi fie ni no me tell me about public one is one e be ba ni ma o se mi twin ko tia na first
one se ko na ya MC also and count
first now of your kakra sister we
no okay
je me prefer to tell say district assemblies no they are weak.
And then I mean to was no.
Oh, Jamaica, Emura management crowd or Ganoff, and I say, Omo Honin. And we are what they are holding at all. Since you talk crowd, you can't manage it. These are issues I follow under directly. Say, God was car, you should be able to solve these problems.
A some common fund number, most second number.
Oh, yes, and my trench, no, and my other time,
as well I can say, yes. 40%. What's half 40%?
Oh no, 40% is common fund. No one's no.
Gentia already says can percentage wise out of the common fund.
Okay.
Projections are a minister here originally, you know, parliament because more kind formula now. More complaining bitterly about a Sikano sending a Siba. A formula. More complaining but a so 3 billion and an year and a minister of finance be 2 point something. Now 40% out of that money, you know, a special project.
I want to ask you.
That's special project, you know.
Now make you call Johnson. I'm call your excellence Susan Fee. In some way, what you say the Omani can couldn't put 20 years and now embrace the emra. What you mean? And no money can say be a silly. Say be a druno. Say and na emrano etie nkane and a sector ministry no esesa amrano yes sano na or report to parliament and the president it on what twin ho it ends there it wes awula balu bebrebe ekoso yi what is it
yo menua me das na me first akwanya na menchia yahwefu nyina wo Ghana na menua me say the AC nyina no Edru baby na eye kakra because amman ne ya better ha discuss local governance issues. Again, it tells me say minister no or my impuntu no dana koma so pa. If you say when who say bia say bibi ko chima na wanka in the end it will affect the government. And when we say a hard drink kakra, but there's something positive out of it. Out of this discussion, we just say a beer that should be a cry no. A bit me I can say yes, same no so emu kakra. Said the same move from 93 2016 we say but yes same kakra because look so long as we live as a people it's supposed to be dynamic. From time to time be a situation be a so na why betimi asesa ye mranim. And it's also a very good thing for us as a country. But me share the minister or kaninina the person to my understanding and he said come here say District Assembly Common Fund Administrator and I said that office no and then Ministry of Local Governance nankasa no I said they are more or less working at cross purpose. I said we faha na we faha na
so munyina ye adwuma ko
exactly ka the ohwene say omunyina no bruni beka say they will sing from the same hymn book na entimi nkoba say ebi enei say na menu panyine kan bi anka district assembly ndi hia no pa no me fan say schools and I say market and I say even toilet facilities I be using the community. Maybe a district assembly common fund no administrator na ne nkrofo na tena baby no so adwene maybe it's good say ebi omo say omo dey see be kwa kwesi court so but senkebia ya ma omo mienu no ya adwuma boma and I believe that is what the minister for local governance is asking for. Say enka there should be some collaboration. See mienu no yentena se ne anwene ho okay yem fa ne baby to say maybe me constituency so me constituency e dey na ehia pa ewo this assembly they say enkomo de enka ebia munchimon kan wo ho no ene ye pese nke yenye gata kura for the meantime say so eto a ebetimi afam kama na akugu gatem maybe administrator is thinking say as I say there ye share enka bia court ene here I say ebesi no bremai. Now the ministry and the administrator must sit down to find out what the people really need. Because in the end,
now do you think, I say the administrator does it without the consent or the assembly is not any home come.
But when the assembly need home come, assembly no era any minister no.
So I didn't know.
So I say, and it's only idea a minister no a problem. What say? We bet for past 2 years ni, and your man a cost when a choir your first watch is canon in no. As we nim horse, and into no enka free say or say you collaborate.
And
so that's what I'm saying. Say this discussion is very good. Maybe they would have wished say enka maybe through the chief of staff and come with me and resolve way without even coming to the public domain. But abeya yeken. Me did say it is the right time for us to look at the law again. To say is it okay for all these decisions to be made by the administrator of the District Assembly Common Fund without the involvement of the ministry? Me did say you see because what ministry no need dear pie woman say or no dear District Assembly no and the war share a man in Puntu Akoso. Na a Hesika, a debay sadia no so. Na a back be first watch the hood man as a wee minister no every man. A woman said Raniamra. But is that the best for our country? Media Mijidi say ye momu aye adwuma bomu ama se minister no ne administrator no adwuna bomu a enka will get the best out of the situation. Make I say there are a lot of development going on across the country. Mijidi say senka enye sa assembly anka maybe we'll be discussing. We hear ye adwuma baby of amutia elkwe pukwase elko kumase the kind of development alcohol akwa ye no ho a ebie omanimu ama traveling aye easy I'm a business, I improve. These are some of the discussions we should be having. We share school Adanya, Abayin SCA across the country. So they boa ama schools akoso ewomemu. These are the things we should be discussing.
But say you can't win so because when you say bibia a for man for no.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
We're discussing.
No, meaning I'm saying. Say enka ebia. It's a mpanyufo we see me no. Wo mutimi solve sa same way. Media can make my beliefs and can be a woman in your chief of staff or cranker. This letter won't come out. And so I'm saying and can let we are my outer. And can they do media buy AD across the country? And they improve air cost and none that was saying you discuss it. You say, well, yeah, dear buy you're taking a lot of time. But there was a media budget review. Your
Excellency, on your say Sanka, but still now, as we speak, who be able Boba, and in semi war was some of the MPs, almost free specific region, a boy food the Akosu Hupa. I'm like I say, one more ama Eastern Kokobia, Mashibi Jafu film a Puemante Mubinum, a Bufu Yaba, say. Sector Minister no said ye no. Come say ye yamana ye said ye Yura Amokote use word be say or omo ya ye ni simpapani no enti anya don be ye. Ayemra na ye adwuma. Enhyehyɛ na ye adwuma. I'm following the hyehyɛ. I'm following the emra. San no no. When nya sem bia, wo so play role, let me so play my role. Na yanko. Anya sanity, your excellency.
Jacob na.
Yes sir.
Maminda Ahmed for elaborate education about what the law says and what the current situation is. It's not about the Obomi Yejuma and it's not about that. It's what the law says. Look now, in the local government in the IEBA, I was the first assembly member for Dansuman.
Okay.
And I helped Kwabena Hoy and Mr. Zanu, who was the chief director, in writing most of the local government acts and the regulations. My consultative assembly there, decentralization should be the focal point for development of this country. Because over time, central government development and you're focused. Why are you political? Chidema da compare ye president or ye bibi ayamba nabado president ye political decisions. But you take a decision there in the consultative assembly. I was there. Woman shema amazing amembu, that is decentralization. On Yejuma. Because Malaysia, Singapore, and other countries, it is true decentralized governance. And now, one more man way to put. Say, me were a Pawai constituency, another Amasaman constituency. You were chief executive, who is the president representative. Now you were technocrats. That's what the arrangement. It is elections in the year, and when they were 30%. Then one fan come. Then obit there dako. Obit there emia wo there ye woni mzina de. Ya kone yakobo yanankasa yenimensin. It's a mass because we wanted to develop this country from the roots. Because any development from the center is political. See, then it came to the discussion. I remember my friend Collins Dada, Jenna Mosquito, and Papa Dasson, who were in the local government committee. Then we said that decentralizing without finance on Yejuma. Because then it's somebody sitting in Accra telling us what we should do and those things. So we said 5% on money just we are 5% in a day or a statutory a year friend the payment or the what they come assembly. Now yaje laba libi adantana madama semisi yala chidema amoni kenyi. Instead of decentralizing, we are centralizing. It's asa because This assemblies, well, how was a government project? This is chief executive. Sometimes he does not even, he's not aware of projects. What a Mom, so contract any engagement we are, he's required or there or sign the document. I've been in this local government and many district chief executives, one can see knows. On now, I'm on coaches or friend than special project, national project. National project, you want national budget, development budget, in national development budget. So if the president wants to build a bridge, the president wants to build a central project in my district now, it must not come from the district assembly common fund. Because common fund is what I'm saying. There, many an MP, in the chief executive, young Fenny Mpuntu Juma war, a crunum war. Now, after an appointing a medium. Right? When we are seeking to decentralize, you are also on a daily basis centralizing. My friend Dan Boche should know that. Well, Nankasa ministry, what is the ministry? Because certain responsibility be or your assembly responsibility. Here, say, cholera, another who is looking up to Minister for Sanitation? Assembly na wako anam go bia so if free badam panu another obi sanu ha ye ko Minister of Sanitation ye ko assembly and it was expected that the district chief executive should be strong, well qualified people. They know what they're about. That's why we even posted budget officers to them. Now people sit in Accra or one what the bolaka crackers or come on there yato bolaka lamon. Meanwhile, this situation, even our bolaka siho. In the assemblies now, we na bolaka ni usisiwo. Ohuma was it? You have to tractor Brahman. Sanitation. You're one of the major. You see, it's not only sanitation and health. In Kano more from that I was saying our GSS.
One course I told him.
Yeah, what town council for? Town council for district assembly. Yeah, what town council court. And our situation in terms of sanitation was not like this.
Yeah, very excellent.
Why do we run away from the source of Oman as all the year? Ye na yim there ye awu ekowe kurasa. Say what do town council court. I remember my grandmother running for young Joey because town council for about.
Mami bia we dey me twa no mami bia. Like ono niku abosom bosom for na de ba ko jane nan na okuru abam. Nti ohun sa takas for no ba no ye no de ko hye bosom ne nchen. Se du ye haban nua wo ho ne no de ko gura achi wa baby. Na takas for no ko hu se ade ne hye ho. So nti na ehu nkese so de fi kura ka bosom no. Nti you say ayama this assembly no kura no o ma je omutumi afom so ma ye
but useless Ahmed, you have the constitution. Read this is decentralization on accidental. And it's not at the will of anybody. It's in the constitution. Can you read that article for me? Decentralization. It's in the constitution that Ghana shall have a system of governance based on decentralization. 240. Read. More reading now. We platform lawyer for education. More reading now fantastic. That what we are doing with the decentralization means it is not what the constitution.
240.
Please read it.
Ghana shall have a system of local government and administration which shall, as far as practicable, be decentralized.
That is a constitutional issue. Ghana may no. Ghana will no. Ghana shall. So now, some minister, another director bit ministry. Now, onim a village bimpo they concern. No, I know to distribute common fund. Now let us come to the basic issue. I'm a director, so say this is assembly. So about this determined formula now. All the parliamentarians constitute what?
A
committee as a whole. No, we determine. Why is Dambojo complaining about that? Is he not a member of parliament?
Okay.
Is he not on the local government? Dambojo, listen to him. The real intention is in this statement. I say, but your mommy just.
Okay.
Yes, Ossie. He holds the view that when it comes to the above activities in approval formula, the administrator of this Assembly Common Fund does not have the authority to determine the distribution unilaterally, as it must sit with the broad strategic framework of the government. Politicizing this assembly, weaponizing this Assembly Common Fund. Because if the committee of the whole does it and you don't like it, then it must come to you to determine what are you trying to do. To politicize and weaponize this assembly. So like Chidama, I'm on Rike. Now, Banda Ahmed MP, now he has in Dodo. So we are not sending anything there. Okay? This seat belongs to NDC. So we are not sending anything there. That is why when we wrote the constitution, the bomb was not there. This is Assembly Common Fund. Only part of any ministry. So what the Dambojo is doing is to strategically place Common Fund, at a place that he can deploy to fit with government aspirations. Government aspirations on budget in Bia. It's not what comes under budget. Isn't government whatever the government wants to do?
Sector.
Yes. It comes under the budget.
Yes, but administrator also lead the project.
I am coming there.
I
am coming there. You see, because we have corrupted the Disassembly Common Fund and the Disassembly concept.
Because I don't.
It is not the duty of the Disassembly Common Fund administrator to build anything. The arrangement was this: district assemblies will develop their individual budget, supervise the district budget officer, and then the regional coordinating council will consolidate them, and we call it what? Composite budgeting. And this composite budgeting will then come to Minister of Finance and the NDPC. Is it NDPC?
National Development Planning Commission.
And the National Development Planning Commission will then consolidate all the disassembly requests into a national development plan. That is the arrangement. Now, sabi you. Enwude mbodo mebi warukwa. Na bibi nchi na wako ho. Sabi mengana wa mbodo mo. Enwude mbodo mebi warukwa na wako bi hu ana besia hu. Another wa ba obi ni jurisdiction. Abrofo lawyer for no waka if it is not broken, you don't fix it. What is broken with this assembly common fund here? The Ambuchi is not talking about consultation. He's talking about authority. You don't have the right. Meanwhile, the law does not back it.
Yeah.
So that is the issue. The other issue, Agya Kwabena. It was sanitation at this assembly, sir. Now, who is in charge? Who is in charge?
Sanitation assemblies.
As assembly, who is in charge?
Who is in charge?
One young Crawford. What's a coast guard? What about the coastal? What about coastal guard? Are they under the control of these assemblies? Fair. This government. We will talk about development projects if they are real. We'll talk about issues if the issues are of concern. So, if we are not developing Amasaman area, what else could you have done? If this government, some fire development, what else could you have done?
Well, say abandon you say your development.
The development.
I mean, I just gave you one example of the development.
The problem with this government and others is that they have taken development project as a trump card.
Yeah.
Anyway, as a trump card.
But is it not okay? I mean, I correct me if I'm wrong. Say if there's a development project going on, is it not okay?
Because a road in Yebedi.
Agya Kwabena.
Political party campaign. These things will always come up. But you say when we sit as professionals and talking, you say it's very important. Say you build road networks, you expand infrastructure.
Yes, sir.
My point is this. What is happening at the Ministry of Local Government is that they have been overtaken by events. Yeah. If you go to the Flagstaff House now, there's a department for local government. Yeah. And they have appointed Miracles Awadi as a spokesperson and a director. So he is more politically exposed and closer to the president. So if the president wants advice from for local governments, it's likely they will ask Miracle Awadi. Not so. Ahmed told you that the Minister for Local Government, no Benos, no. The process na no. Anya papa. In the young call under presidency, no parliament will approve. So Dambucha, you don't believe in parliament anymore. You don't believe that the president can supervise this thing properly, and you are the best person to do it. You are a renowned and respected member of the society, but this fight is needless. This fight is needless. The only usefulness of it in the one man can come here and discuss. And like Darko said, we should, if the constitution says we should do decentralization, Ahmed, I'm begging you, that is the only way Ghana can be developed. Central government development should be limited to major projects like bridges and others. But to build a school is the duty of the district chief executive. So you don't have a vice president going to inaugurate a public toilet. Vice president, too. You think that an American vice president will go and inaugurate a toilet? Where is the chief executive? The central government should be concerned with energy big projects.
It's true.
Oil refineries.
The gas project.
Projects are once you are voted into government, you cease to be a political party in government. But Yendi, who has done what? Because you're the honor and comfortable shadow what that to about. And that is why there's a lot of corruption. That's why there's a lot of corruption. Mokoro, I say not. Let me end on this. Mokoro, I say not. Kumewoni menyama nkobi. But I say not. Chief, the kind of eagerness, whether you rose no one, as to whether they were budgeted for or not budgeted for, but they were doing it. The following week, I got Thanksgiving na yakrobium. All the graders have left.
Okay, the graders are there.
They are there.
No, where I went, Afransi, I called them even last week. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so how about thank you for telling me that. Thank you for telling me that I'm a liar. But you know that I'm not saying you're a liar. But so keep quiet and let me make my call.
The machines are there. Oh no, I didn't say that. I didn't say you're a liar.
No, but you see,
but the machines are there.
Let me even ask.
The machine is there working.
Asimbreku, Bibiaye, friend the funeral center, that big park. There's a road that leads to the sports stadium. And the graders were not there. Why half, no half.
Okay, how about finish? Because when they finish the gardens, they move ahead and make sure they finish the other side.
Okay, I want to Sikana what they call it, I wonder. And your Ghana government is there.
Yes, and
so that's what I'm saying. How about the finished project? So as the end one count, a government that should be BSA it's for the community at the end of the day.
And say,
Ejadako men kebi. Ejadako men kebi say asantuman ye toilet to go school and ye bogo.
Ejadako.
And I also swami. ɛhɔ na awo pɛ sɛ ɔkɔ
No, but as a secondary school. Yes. As a secondary school, it doesn't fall with this from constitution.
no tell me yɛni mu hyɛ ban yɛni mu hyɛ ban yɛni mu hyɛ ban
Excellence announcing na fe.
sika no kɔ
Agya Dako. And now Wilkinson. The program I'm preparing sana maba. Sana me mpeda meka nsɛm bi a ɛkyerɛ bi bɛka do opanyimu ne weza korisam. Miss de kumewu.
We are still not.
Kumewu no starting.
Okay, Kumewu, okay.
Right. Agya Kwabena.
Yes, Excellence.
Kumewu kwasen. A distance yahin.
Yeah, well.
Kumewu kwasen.
And where be at?
Ewa.
Okay.
A different region.
aso onim
Wilkinson. What checks no from Bamudo? Agya Kwabena.
Yes, sir.
You can't buy election for Kumewu. We saw this massive development there, isn't it? The government is owing other contractors 15 billion. I think I'm right.
Yeah.
Every contractor no nankoti. They be out here and come motive so machine fee. Kumewu, best person. On what budget?
ebi ane special
As a contractor,
and contractors are more music.
40% honorable briefly. 40%.
before we ban ɛhɔ a minister na yɛde saa 960 no out of 3.3 billion ɛna wɔn committee no ka sɛ wɔn withdraw minister of finance letter no a this can ba 2.3 billion. Now for 960 no, 960 no, oyi free 3 no, but Minister of Finance see 2 and odeba. Maybe say me bit on fan kan ho ma me no hwe say no sa 3 no na eba na say 2 no na eba. Because 960 no dey wayi dada wo. And say 2 no a wasa bubu omukra kojo. And this up 960 no a special project no.
Okay. I'm
Come on,
sorry.
campus na come on,
Come on, fan. Yes, I say a buy no many experts na share. Enemy seniors. My constraint me say main core partisan. I want to be very national.
Yes, that's good.
That's what I've done.
Yes, and do that.
Laws are me explaining. Na kanya me na me ba be church no ha. Kame wura mu pa. But
room. The room
but my base be ya.
That's the
critical
issue. But ye ka say minister for administrator for this assembly common fund on na contract na kono. It is not true.
Correct.
No cry e wo say the awarding entities no A3 this assembly RCC, that's regional minister and minister for local government. These are the 3 ministers. The project Beko assembly where depending on the quantum, assembly know on the threshold, which is 5.5 billion. That's 550,000 Ghana. There's a project no price no it broke 550,000 Ghana.
It go to RCC.
It goes to RCC. Into share other RCC and I say ministry more capacity. But they have ministerial tender both. Into share projects that are in district assembly common fund any entity border a bit me I will do contracts there airway and their first place. Second place me about Parliament 2009 and a constitutional legal committee any judiciary committee under Professor Mills. Omuma call around the court buildings because they were in the dilemma. Say either say Omun close down some of the courts because not most of them are death traps. Dana including Accra and they say oh court Tema station not wooden
28 February court.
Exactly. Stretch exactly. In the most my call around na sa working document na then. And all cases are there. And the start assemblies no and district assembly buildings. Now national or no ye 34 courtroom. The work tema no. Professor Mos Mayeko G loan from Fidelity Bank about $74 million. And it cost $34 million or cedis at that time. That was 2010.
Is it a court complex?
A court
Yes,
complex.
the court complex.
So is $1 million.
$1 million, $74 million. You could give Bosnian
By Professor Mills.
by Professor Mills.
And they can't want some here.
Nobody has ever
No, it was
doubted that.
often working torn now, but no more struggles on BC court to 34 courthouses now. O my ya no muntimi. Into your call run no by no can say Abba. Ami me a lawyer. Na ma be president. Na me close down court there. Enye no kwanso no. Into assemblies no mumun city court houses no. Na central government me mean see Tema Station 34 court. Na we no yam eye ni wo. Ene colonial structure. Bra na Bruni. Because Bruni here is no. Sa
It's important. Granda Coco. Coco affairs.
Coco affairs. Nti lawyer addressi abotai aye fefefe afi odruwa na afi na wokutu awrasa no ma na enye. So the then Chief Justice George Wood na oni Professor Mills no na na omo ye no mka se sadia e onu swiwi nti ekoji sa sika amabodi $74 million we from Fidelity Bank of Ghana and a parliament ya approve ye and ye dikosi sa Tema Station court no na assemblies there now this our mandate mamu anye no assembly took interest in building the court enti se George Wood free wa Professor John Mama nso John Mama buy one obi wi Tema Station there no into only farm there we but chrome there na ye wi eni George na Tudor Wood free ho ena em say was this enemy eboa so na take it from George eni eboa buy ena omuni
No. There were other two.
so fire kufu correct so fire kufu buy so fire kufu buy na Jomama ko by na Abambabin any Haruna Idrisu e was a institutional memory of what pertained and okohu omo say this is what we started doing into make sit down course and omo can if the assemblies will not be assemblies to build the court to the distrust assemblies ne can ye na ye passing into ye making sure say ye be 300 million of the court this assembly common for ya approve formula na ye ma regions no any the assemblies no and award say uni court into ye basic court we amount na ye betua from the next enka o this assembly common for na ye the brew direct no
Understand, yeah.
into that is how the 100 and court buildings came about.
Okay.
Into ye be approval and ye allocated 300 million yen timintia no into yen tin kakra into 2018 and 2019 yen about 100 million out of scanner ebekono na ye ma contractors ni started so district assemblies and regional ministers and award do those contracts
Okay.
into ya award who award ma contractor no osiwia o formula no ya tro construction of court buildings necessary no ewo ha necessary akono matter this is how the court buildings came in.
Okay.
And to be honest with you say uko nationwide all the 110 courts no between 2018 to date omwatimiasi about 100 all the 110
because can free directly
because scan almost say there's allocation for this but scan formula na ya pass scanning now into usi we are better into all the court buildings are built into a project from Abambagben Haruna Idrisu into them upe obi any brain charter can make me akas so fire kufu Haruna Idrisu and Abambagben.
Okay.
But now to no ba parliament and it was started in Makokwe. Sorry for mentioning Abambagben. That are not Professor Michael Quay and a speaker of parliament. So that is how come the court buildings. And yet the prerogative of the district assembly common for administrator.
Well explained.
You put that one aside. Year T45, then you come to special project na me explain. Now what me ba and now about my way court no. Until now about how do we call it? Build seeded money for these assemblies. That is where it started. So almost a special project no, your construction of these assembly buildings. Ka wo assembly no na say say wow office. Ube ko Kumasi Ultraswami Kronom. This assembly na wo na is was operating under filling station. Yati assembly na ma Kumasi o. Yati assembly na man. Assembly office no a filling station. So top. This thing is an eyesore. Me wa common fan ko this evening see no office no. Okan assassin ho we ni ho say and it is a district assembly is the center of administration for the whole entity. Inti under Professor Mills 45 new districts no. And Okan say yen approval formula na yen allocated seeded money of 45 million Ghana cedis. Not just 1 million for every district assembly. Now yen fancy offices, district assembly offices for all the on per se sa 30 assemblies na yeti 2007 and a president for time no on numbers be dia konya 2000 na binumo edaso operating from filling stations no on per. So that is where the construction of district assembly buildings allocation no buy. You allocate some money no 45 there now Professor Bell started here no. You started 45 districts na or started be by when we because a year want me we 1 year scan on the say a channel we are operating with an envelope. So it was started in 2012. Yet the assemblies to June 28 June 2012. Those monies that make count the assemblies money now from 7th January to December 2012. In the year there was allocation for that. And this is what is a Uber formula no the construction of these assembly buildings are. And also and this assembly buildings no building a big money. Who assembly no want me award. So they award them from they start the process from the district. District no bear tender, ube advert. Now what tender, who tender we are. Now say we are now and call regional concurrent review into regional administrative office and no so say another one construction of district assembly buildings and also sir you cannot award and the administrator is a lawyer on now question him on inside the office want me award those contracts into any then you can't my way no then special projects na me explain no MPP back 2017 almost yeah free SHS free SHS no Ambassador Sampiale Mayakan wa Mayakan the article containing the district assembly chapter 20 on decentralization. In this chapter 20 from article 240 up to 252 now. Decentralization is a constitutional creature. In the finance minister's role, say no less than 5% of total revenue should be sent to common fund. And now buy and also say free SHS. Into also free SHS, na say finance minister watch them. Into onisika odie most of the thing. Into the law by parliament, friend earmark and realignment fund law. That is where capping. Then I'm friend capping law. Into oti health insurance so. Eti get fund so. Eti road fund so. Eti common fund so. Or the building what we call earmark fund and realignment. And that was the capping early. Into ye pass here no. Next say some go fasikana wakapo ayanyano. Some go under education. But before then, we had not more act now. A percentage of the about 1% of the District Assembly Common Fund into National Youth Employment Program. President Kufone Dibayo. Or my 80% of the Common Fund and the National Youth Employment. In this whole passing Common Fund from Lana. We have said now the bar. As someone said, there's another act. Freno National Youth Employment Program. And they said we allocate money for it. Into which a 1.33%. And so now National Employment Support. And also 5%. And so now National Disaster Support. And also act, not more act. And under Minister of Interior. And also 0.83%. And some about National Educational Program. Also but this National Educational Program under NDC it was there. So to say abano can say school uniform. Any free exercise books. Any shoes. Any shoes. School feeding. Professor Mercy Bayana Bunofono Ejakoe. That was where they said Amakutu for auditing was inconsistent and contradiction. Into more sponsor from us and Agya. But now Professor Mercy in Peseka say only pencil and a school feeding. And on my the bar under this assembly common fund. Into and also National Educational Program. Into when another the school feeding no. Okay. Into a buy no finance minister no china ye national programs via or the bow. Then you come to construction of court and Bama, then other construction of and renovation of MMDEs and other buildings. So these are the special projects.
Okay.
Minua, who can in Aboma a 14 biawo the percentage is about where 11.8%, and away special national special education program anyway, and you 14.6%. Who can in Aboma? You will win in our yet to Sika Airport this assembly no direct 63%. Into almost close to 40% now. Now, that is
okay. Just if you need if you have certain people say
a template, where a template
okay.
And morally, mini two points I criticize this template because most of them 3 laws in our parliament na pass here. And our national making I was part of the monitoring the Yako for Yako court buildings at Omaisi. Into more probo and a modifying document about and a modiaye and the buildings are there. And I mean the awarding entities. So they start from the district and end at the RCC.
Okay.
Into beside regional ministers in India, none of them would disagree with this.
Yeah, because
but the problem there's a problem. International system because me diverting argument.
Okay.
I'm that this 2022 0.2% of total revenue instead of 5%. And the call to district assembly committee. Wow. 2021, 2.6% of total revenue. And then the call district assembly.
Instead of the 5%.
Instead of 5%. But Mr. Amonko Tekasanoka said, yeah, time no, Mama Tana is 7.5%. It's true. But the legal not touching to me out. And me but as a member of the district assembly committee, the actual minimum. And before I say you better pass it from land, me, yeah, NIPA 5, and I had the longest serving members of the local government committee. It is one of those things, I can say them offhand. And mini MCE TV, on to me, at a point, last year, before I say approval 2021 budget, and none of finance minister read this budget in 1 o'clock. What class I can say, want to mean this is Utria district assembly common fund. You can't collapse the district assembly system like that because it is the only minister as some founder a balanced development ever. Beyond this national union, parliament shares it 3 months na say we dey ko but if I been ko into the Mirika assessment and no ko bo 200 million e dey buy no mo chiche ma assembly
bosia no ko boy na a common fund deductions no taxes no
correct so charges now go against administrator, but Bosnia administrator the cowboy.
I am saying you said the constitution says 5% of all revenue should go to the common fund.
Some of the BB for flagship
so programs. If you have to go and borrow money, then where is the money?
Yes. And 2022, you paid only 0.2%. In 2020, 1% too. And they said,
let me ask. So, say, let's say less than 1%. Okay. And then you may find so 7%. I'm just using 7.5.
And that's a percentage, you know.
No, I'm just saying. In terms of actuals, yes. Figures need to say. Because you have to look at the national revenue, a percentage of it. So if the national revenue is high, a smaller percentage.
The cast was we're not debate no the percentage equal to a medical. Say definitely total revenue, total quantum no. On say the GDP, the tax revenue then would have been lower than the tax revenue now. Yes. But the law still says 5%.
Okay. And then
so what should have gone to be higher?
Exactly. Means me for quantum and court. But I can send the percentage to court. So between 2021 and 2022, Minister for Finance appear 2.6% of the district assembly common. Aka 2.4% are on PI. In the same mayor to and I see to an insanka the common fund now. Onu be blame administrator for the no. Also to me meka. Into yen say, Upa, I can bring the figures and quote everything that. So it's your internal issue. But consultations are mastered. Yen now as leadership of parliament and under Speaker Bagwin. Master Assembly ways. You see, 2 years ago, Bagwin did so many things on it. Ofred Damboche Efra Natoshi, ma chere obi alone say obia hana obia
jina
so before say your committee of local government you be consider na before the committee of the whole way you be have you consulted your minister or say yes I've written officially to the minister on 8th March 2022 say on fan input emra na parliament constitution am 3 months after budget e say me the formula echo into me the formula no ebeko into minister I'm requesting for your input so that I can constitute the form collect the formula and send it to
one reactor
or the letter no call 8th March 28th March Essence na minister no find the response and a deputy minister for local government rather Collins thing or through a response bringing the input from the ministry on behalf of the minister.
Because we are requesting.
I got 2 days. Now 3 constitutional days, no 3 days. No. Now so 30th March, what breach 3 months no. Into deputy need response no buy no on 30th. And a ministry no stand through a letter about administrator of common funds say they are withdrawing
the first letter
for administrative reasons. So Parliament, when we push down, we saw that this is the case. But the Constitution says you report to Parliament the President. You have consulted your minister in writing. They have brought their response and sign. So Parliament will go ahead so that we don't breach the Constitution. And then you go ahead, now you pass it 2022 formula. 2023, on 3rd April or 3rd March 2023, the administrator again, when we are passing formula, or command minister requesting for their input. So the consultation was not just by word of mouth, but by documents. So we request as leadership, you are requesting for those evidence before we go ahead. We are young transit my own cassette.
Part of the letter, the ministry didn't respond.
The minister didn't respond. And I can say, okay, one respond in both years. You need 2 deputies, OBM and policy thing, and they pass it from land. They pass it on. But you are a member of Parliament. Even the minister now consult to her, administrator now consult to her. Parliament committee of the whole, you are a member. Parliament, you are a member of Parliament. When you mean now, so there are official documents confirming the administrator of the Assembly Common Fund consulting and requesting input from the minister. Even though any law, but we are requesting.
Yeah.
So, me trust it. Now me can say, me no NDC MPP na me come no. I will not be fair to both. Enya me and I make come me a boom. And to be honest with you, so normal echo once there are official evidence, Parliament ain't me mwanipa manim breach law. The law says in 3 months. Into normal na akokoso na se metraha na me can say we are nyeni I may not be fair, but let me quote the law and explain with evidence. Normal akoso.
Okay.
So I don't know. So there's something.
Okay.
And if the minister wants,
do you know what is there?
What?
Didicracy.
You don't know. What did you say? And let's just say a common fund administrator. I uniform. Even though Emra and Shan
with documents support.
Even though Emra and Shan Kate say on consult the sector minister.
Yes.
But on no Philippemu, actually command Samura was for a drink.
Exactly.
And you're not case cruise. Case na cruise. We be no
case na cruise. But cruise entire.
You for somebody. Whether you was a beauty tamko, but you ever kakra at their family budget review. But before no, Bank of Ghana in some semi PPM, Bank of Ghana, Aboka $60 million, Ghana cedis, billion Ghana cedis, in some baby. Bank of Ghana also say, Enya de no kre, bibisa woman wakaramono, sa DDPI ye no, and I affect woman and some activities.
Affect you money here.
And you also believe it. You also believe it.
Someone
DG be on order to petrol.
Excellency. Okay. And see,
some grand yet.
Say, you can't almost casan to tia baby. I agree, you know.
Bank of Ghana done a commercial bank.
A domestic debt program also and affect women. Is that the truth? Secondly, We share media budget review now. Government said we save about 21 billion Ghana cedis. Because it's get cash be you know. When in and we save what 21 billion Ghana cedis. And you might say, "Usu we muka create kakra." Mamiti wa dwin kire o san sem na buy no.
Yo minia.
And one share Bible 11 o'clock.
Well, I mean, the Bank of Ghana you should be just say omu na ye can see sika crop ya bad time. Omu na omu hwe sika sem nyina so. Say omu ebeka kire say for some reason ti omu elusu sika unless there's a contrary evidence and I say there's a contrary information. I bet you say there's a reason for the loss. You know, I would like to go with what they are saying. A very important institution, in fact, a independent institution. Nijumedi say a boa tutu esika and some. And it you know, one will wish say and such losses won't happen, but in say. Debt exchange program, a idea na omei ehiapa at a point.
Who told you that?
So more ransaki system.
Who told you that the money?
I think that
make your point. No, but don't make a statement that includes me. Oh, says our money. Some be our money.
Yes. But that's a fact. The government.
And then you do some pempens one.
Oh, and no dear. Idea immediately say you are discussing for so many.
We've discussed
that for so many times. But you see, I didn't think the MPC admitted the fact say, sir. COVID is a big problem.
What? Don't start it.
No, but I'm just saying. But it's a fact. See,
out of COVID, you had $2 billion. Out of COVID.
We can't run away from the fact that we have challenges.
Within the 4 years.
Today we want to settle certain matters.
Always 11. Maybe 11:30.
So me share. Say, like I said, you hear say your best idea. Of course, a bang and I just say Sikanuntia. A bang say or a Saska or Sen Kutiama or Musika at Dahono, or Bitia Momo a Bripum. Ah, Majidi say, yes, Yen Ghana for him says, Yen contribute a quota to the development of the country. And it's Yen Agya to say, no near dear Beboy. And so far, no, Majidi say from the minister's media. Review budget, no. At least Enyema up to 2 years kakra. Look, no. I'm saying, I'm not saying say. I'm not saying say, oh man, you want to your crowd.
Okay.
But if you look at the facts, say.
Speculative.
No, if you look at the facts, say from latter part of last year, say they're not prices of goods and services not air cost. Enyema is stabilized. Yes, I mean it's a fact. Enyema is stabilized. Look, Oshe said here na dollar. CD rate, you know, say within that period, no, as I say, no, I stabilized. Osha said here, petrol prices and
the one that's 600 million.
I'm just
now debtors are better than stabilizing. I'm saying
we settle certain matter once and for all.
We needed to stabilize the economy. Oh, in your opinion, any intervention I will welcome. I'm saying, we needed to stabilize the economy. Look, now Omano Sikasem. There's no doubt about it. The president accepted, Minister for Finance accepted, and we think Abanika said, look, young core IMF program, now young new Munkotina said, near her combe boy, I'm here to 2 years. And the IMF program, no, it may who say a Ghana pet and your core IMF. No, let me make my point. Yeah, you're Ghana for, you say we are a proud nation, you say, dear, yeah, problem, we can solve it our own. But we live in one world that we are facing the challenges of the world together. And near my ABC, America, a bit many so Ghana, and near maybe Europe, a bit many so Ghana. Look, the fact is that and near the prices of goods and services, especially imported products, are not a cost run. Look, it was because they were imported products. And you man no collaboration and I'm into quantity. So product no bono, akosro. And it is all the bagana. Obviously, them so kotono, a hot 10 cities. The bagana, you want to add your profit and the cost of transportation, freight, it be about 12 cities. Maybe previous years, net Krumo, net 5 cities. Oba, now we be able to come a basic 6 cities. So I'm saying that the problems around the world, we don't live on an island. Yeah, and we are part of a global community. If you allow me to make let me just finish. I'm saying that as part of the community of the world, you are going through challenges. Agya and Agya say we needed support, just like so many other countries around the world. You could need support, no. And since the beginning of the year, Enema I stabilized. And minimum say, even though we are not there yet, we are making progress. Look, there are places that Mijidi say, Uber call almost shops crano, unya toothpaste, and I say unya enema ento. Countries have suffered. Listen, when the problems arose, listen, there were places that other countries, even including Nigeria, petrol crano, no munya binto. The government managed, say, in spite of the difficulties, it be as I didn't know what in crana. Yet the people ebeba kruma said they be a Ghana for ebetum. And you see, we've gone through a lot of challenges. The ain't go through a shortage of goods. In Kudru Babia, ye cope a moata yenebi. In Kudru Babia, ye pe and water yenebi. In fact, the most important commodity, ye petrol, any diesel. In Kudru Babia, ye pe bia yenebi. So as a country, we are turning a corner. It's been a difficult year. Look, the minister admitted, said, 2022 was one of the difficult years in his life as a minister. And we acknowledge. But 2023, things are stabilizing. Now things are beginning to take.
He was
the
sector minister. And on Mwabekacha, you say, we are a proud nation, proud people, we can handle things on our own. And he's saying, so one way I can say about IMF, no? Yes, who? The deputy minister, John Kuma, and so called parliament. Parliament, yeah, baby, yeah, Coco Casacake. Yeah, can't someone a 4-man hopper. Or could you not say, so long as the party is in power, yeah, kwa IMF for net, yeah, kwa IMF for China. And it's sector minister Naka, the deputy Ababeka. 1 million you see some Safwan, a crowd. So we are not to say a boss, I say, and ma, no Quincy, baby, I'm saying, Konya Kowa. Then yes,
listen, I don't know why one has to belabor this point. This point was made sometime, is it beginning of the year or last year? I somebody can't trim. To the extent, said, or Casavi, who said, the facts, no, okay, wasn't supporting the situation on the ground. Say, I say, young IMF, but Nema Akko in such a way said we need to seek that help. I think we've gone past that.
Ono bia dan ho dia no dodo a woda mu ebetumi afidi nipa wo fie ho nyina. And ono kohwe so waduane we de efi of obia benya biadi. The deputy so akokohwe so waduane benya biadi. Omo mie na abehye yebo say eburo na ho no yebetumi di na otwemi no because omo na me eburo mi di na bibia. Ano num se betumi di eburo na otwemi no. Wa kasima chairman deputy so asiso dia ma ya wi ma yakomato ye ma wi. Quincy, no one's ever can say I don't know why we are belaboring that point. Listen, I don't know why we are listen, I don't know why we are belaboring that point because listen, we're in the midst of serious crisis as a country. We're in the midst of a crisis. And the minister can say, yeah, IMF. And then what's the basis of Jinaso? You know, so many Jinaso they can't see. I'm sure the available information to him at the time. Available information to him at the time. Okay. And what can I say? Now, reviewing the information, the independent can say, well, we believe that it's about time. And I'm saying that we have to move on. Since we went for the IMF program, what has happened? And Nyama Ebo instabilizing. And as a country, we need that. We need that stability. And we should be proud of ourselves. And look, say, you know, we are making progress. The minister admitted, said, we are not there yet. We are turning a corner. And as a country, we need to understand, look, in spite of all these challenges, and yes, projects are not going on. Roads are being built. Hospitals are being built. What I say. And sometimes
ministers are full in office. expenditure still it's being bloated. I mean, how do we survive?
So the development is ongoing. A school for at a school. Ghana, there were times now we teachers many years ago. What is it?
When was that?
Oh, what are you talking about? Strike for almost 1 year. Strike for almost 1 year. University teachers. Minister, I'm saying that. No, let me finish. I'm saying that. And in other countries, we are doing. You say you doctors, still our hospitals, no, they are functioning well. You teachers, the schools are functioning. Military, the police, they are being paid. So I mean that it's not as bad sometimes as you.
I said it will be in the background. I say overall real GDP growth was 3.1%. Compared to the revised target of 3.7%. 3.7, yes. Not 3.1.
Yes.
Good. Non-oil real GDP growth was 3.8% compared to the revised target of 4.3%.
Yes.
And no Swati.
Yes.
And December inflation rate was 54.1% compared to the projected 28.5%. Meaning said, the project is at 28.5% in the bay. Now, so you have to be a new 54.
No, was it December? How many reading the beam?
See, I say end of end.
December 2020.
Reporting on the end
year program.
I have it.
I say total revenue and grants for the period amounted to 96.7 billion. That is 15.8% of the GDP compared with the revised target of 96.8 billion. It was a Honson, and also take a
almost achieved.
Yes, also take a crab 0.1 crampono and a cranso a. And so can you to say almost all the target projected and targeted a Ningano, Does that mean say economy no a grow and on an say my cost and economy? Meme or 2 minutes spent.
Well, I mean, the fact is, and minister now report to it, and I think that. Who said the minister is being candid with us as a country. He's presenting the actual situation to us.
Since when?
Oh, look.
But the
minister is presenting the true state of affairs. You understand? And for me, even though you hate me achieve GDP growth target and all of that. At least we are getting close.
Okay.
We are acknowledged. And I think we need to accept the fact that...
Getting close to what?
Oh, achieving the target. Okay, my friend said we set a target. Now say, why achieve completely? It doesn't mean say you are a failure. I'm saying that if you try something, you don't need 100% to get an A, right? If you have 3 points, the target was 3 points. Nana read I had it here, but
maybe try me. Me here for Potina now person come.
No, the GDP growth.
GDP growth no.
Okay. Okay.
Me that's it.
In terms of percentage, one achieve 100%. But we're close about 80%.
One achieve
100%.
Okay.
But when you're 80%, in the next of the A. So I'm saying that we have to accept. Look,
inflation is where?
Inflation target we missed
28.5. Yes, me and 54.1.
We missed. So that is
almost.
Okay, so you are okay. So listen, you have missed some Bakuni. I want him to admit some Bakuni effect. I
don't think Agya Kwabena have to give you a floor again.
Why? Because so I'm saying that if we set targets, a woman say your wish and desire is to achieve the target by 100%. But when to me now to me achieve 75 to 80% of the target, it's a good mark. What it means is that we need to work together as a country to build our nation forward. That's what I'm saying.
Minister, what the member is a question. The woman say, any problem? Who budget of mine? Now, the yearly revenue, and also we are expenditure within that amount. But who buy speed and also cleaning banks. My uncle for any calculation. Yetika yen now, you tear salaries and emolument. Now you share a loans,
interest
Scano, asa, substitute payment to cry a day. But Uba and also started then cleaning of banks, 25 billion, and then Nancy Cram TSC the bedroom 29. You call a Ghana card, and also the amount.
Is it wrong to have a Ghana card?
Oh, me chile, the entire am I watch the yano.
Now Ghana card,
Mammy chile, Yabotre.
okay.
And also can't say yes, some voters ID card, and also Sika Ekosho, and I'll creative regions, and also Sika Kosho. Auditor General report from 2017 to 2021, Sika Ayira Unkofoboton Kwano is about 50 billion. Flagship programs are the food planting one in Nano, it's close to 60 billion. Now, all the West Africa, or maybe what is that says Kawi, a better Sanyamano. Oh, yes, Sanyamana, that will be Bowa when you come up a better Judium. And to Sanyamano, Nano. And as I say, I may watch it.
I said, it's kind of corner for so if you saw
I consumption. Such can you now, okay, Ghana for food, Ghana can bring up who's around a Panuka Ghana cat. No, Pecoquano. Ghana can remember, but I said that I have long-term within 4 years, yet they are buying amount. Let's say, would you 2 times because we are? I need to consumption. I am for returns beyond. It will be power on the chrome. I bet you do. Almost catcher and say, one district, one factory.
Yeah.
So factories in a year to man pa. Impact any economy in some. And what he say, I need to know, yeah, okay, meeting us. Say cutting the corner no every baby are speculative yen na yam wano na yen ka say ebe so san no person mo kire no enti say yan ka say ebe na ye ka the negative side na ye am ambofo but the truth of the matter is say tam ana mo ye sade ne ye ka kire mo every time bia okoji loan bia ye ka kire say hweye na loan na ogije no e di asembeba obi antie because no more power ene yeni nanko komunyina epupui Niger for kra o mun kuntokwa kra o mun sikasem gina o kra sen ye say ya ye ti Ghana pa ene ya ye brubro ya ye mre president ne kai o si campaign aye de hata ye economy no aye hata be seen there
but sector minister ne kan say bi wa ti
o si dey
o say
anya the sector minister kan say
o say the exchange rate has stabilized. Inflation has softened.
Now when you are 600 million free IMF, umpia or more audio moka. But now we can stabilize. On certain pia a kind this is here so bet me cassette 7 million.
And I say
and then last 2 months or 3 months no me catch say you the gold e kwa oil na oil price be from. And no pay ya me koto yen tumu. Hello
ya tum.
Until then I catch me. Ye dey okay yen na yen ka bi mu awo mo. Say ya turn corner na enye yi ya fansa
What we?
maybe
what can say
My uncle, ma'am.
what can say
What's
say kasa ne yanko
Only the jam. Yes, I'm so. Only the jam. My uncle, ma'am.
na be de kasa
Honorable, my uncle, wa. Inti my uncle, ma'am.
They want to select
kasa
and then I want to select panelists.
We will get a bite again.
To speak for government.
very difficult. But the reality assembly
yes sir
O mind bia 1%. Obebre wo no ma bi hu no. O man yi edie. Enye easy sir. Eyi me elder ni. Nso me elder. Na no call PCC. Odi hu dance here pass when our chairman or Kasano or can bibi
chairman ben
Church of Pentecost chairman
Nyamiche so no bi obi hu nipa kwa
chairman Nyamiche o kan asem na asem o kan ni say ni ye wo mu sese bia no ahoche bia wo mu sese bia no esese enya o man penimfo a o mbedwen daachi o me asem me kan se me bo a o ha on bedwen daachi o mu nwi say 2024 election, I'm going to win.
Now you can breaking date. You can breaking date.
Just
Because of Chenya Kasano. Obe master ni nyina no no de kana say. Enti sasa mo we ayeke. Baby yedu sesi ya no. Ehia omampani bi a wote se omampani na nado a odi ni na besti form. Se emenu mu ye din te se dian a ye betwa. Na odim inflation is anoma ayeke nyina no ayeke. Na me brother kan sem bi. Yen Ghana honorable member wa ha. The entire can say if you want to be a member of parliament now, won't mean yet other country national nationality. Me ba you honorable in the document you kitano. For first hand information is me no be any bi. And this will be in Ghana and no octa information is where or the co. Na me can be so say sin the TBA no near lawyer e can say here you feel say omani mo edin honorable kwa beka say o say edin say beka sa ma ban no na me tell me kasa ma hwan asemo aye ka no ani say
na say
ni e ka say enko IMF ye ko IMF dia na si ye mfaso aye nya fi ho aba no e mfaso a ye di ba be di djuma wa Ghana ha ya nya ye nim honorable member wonim say normal says ka no betimi aye omo kan say enko IMF ni omo ye ni party say meni umi no. Even though omo certain ministers now omo ti wona omo kan etama Donkuma sorry of parliament now ka say enko IMF no. Sa da no no kasa e fa bibi hunti. It's out of context. Inti no kan sa asem.
The context be no.
But say sa ta na honorable members no mo nye ka say omani mo edin e say enko IMF. Inti omo futuo no. So what will be for? Yes, in this what will be for? Nani panifa? Everybody ana.
Say the man. I don't
David, you would get your person obiya diana. Sani pano. Wa for kwampaso aya diana. Obeka say wonyin tu. Wonyi pada for kwampano so. Sebi IMF yan kono ene criminal bia ya family akwanso ne de call IMF. IMF ya call ne so faso bia beba bia no. Ye beje e wo Ghana ha. Mfaso no a eka yedi say scan bi kwa akotwia no enu nti na yetimi anya sika foforo a yedi ye kwan bi ti say ufio fanko na o concern mu a eye 10 lane a ebe kama enya enim say eye national development nti say scan na ma nka bi ntimi nya sa kwa no say scan na ma anka this is common fund asemo ye keka yi say ye DBC court dan ye DBC we no anka ye ntimi nye me say abani to ho na wo dwen se obeye omani yie na ahokyere mu mpo otimi yie no ma ebe ma daate anya so mfaso a enu na yese ya kan wasem na ya kan asem no na yakofa IMF ya tra ho IMF ni ya tra ho ye dwane fi order da
na efa ne ho
sesi ya yakoya nim ye development ya e di mfaso be bre Ghana fo ama Ghana fo daate omanya so mfaso se da no make us yakọ PCC ya yenkomo yekodi no ho all the two political parties were there ye di nkomo me brother Penny his excellency John Dramani Mama oba hobi my vice president Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ono so ba hobi na former president Ajekunkufu ono so ti hobi a na me chairman Church of Pentecost chamanyamiche wo kasa na wo to ye nyina afo no wo se wo a wo mpe se ne development na ekoso no se wo your mind o mind papa no ka say tia sa development no a moye because ye nyina o man ye tim papa me nyina ne kwa so ba ko ye si aso dan ye nyina ne kwa so dan ba ko mo eni e kokko tenem nti se ye si aso dan na se me nya presiding header no ne presiding header na aso dan no wo si no me fofo ho na me ka nsem bia fa ho keka o si wi amentenem bi so metenem nti ne ye ka se nya se o kasama party na edi ade amfaso wo so no na party aban no nya party aban wo ye se meni manka ye benya so mfaso because uncle call filling station and gas station okopufu e onya bitoy okọ ene anopa sisi ya okọ no okoto bibi fufu obenya bi ato but other countries no go hwa de adie bia anka nipa betimi yi sika sika no wonu kotokuo mo betimi o pa bi ato no wonya
other countries no DDP ye
wonya
pension fund abandon the sakobum and the treasury bill kra no aban di kwako yi bi
wodi ni sakobum a wodi ya
obesan akwako yi
Ghana aban yo mampani o ti wodi sia anka fu amanga ye beka o
treasury bill no shan kwankre sika o.
Yes,
and pension for second in Saturday.
Enti obisa o mo.
Okay, so fan sanka.
Enti obisa o mo say, "Dia me pese me disika no eye nie. Me pese musika na da ho no. Papa we me wo dia no fama me na me nya we. In fact, so uni ska wo say mo men. E mo men. Uni wani ye. Na wo ye frɛ papa go so. Obi because sika na odi disaka bo mo ni nyina no. Odi ye ade e betima boa. No man no yakoye ni.
Obi the message bi by say
Mr.
Anyawa. Amanfo sika gu ho pension sika ho. Amanfo yeti mamufo adwuno man dey sika ko bank. Say na bank dey betumi run economy na ko. Na ebinum so apake millions of dollars dey go omufie no. Say eba ne sa ebe na economy no nkyere no. Sanka sa for the United Kaba system no more. I was system no more.
when in passing say obi wo sika won e bank omo sika da bank no
okay say the vice president ka say obema obia nya bank account wo Ghana na account ni ye
no one can say the sika da passing no oni bank account
enti odi ye ho
o bi mayen ko ho na mayen ko ho odi yan ka asem na ye ka de sisi ano enti mesre say sika bia aban we a wote so no wodi ni se bom no sabi auditors okromu ha o omu ye obedwuma omu wie a omu de omu de bibia ba o ma ye nya ye hu e ko parliament na parliament ahwem me ko public accounts committee no akotena ho odwuma wo ye no so wa nye ni 50 Ghana onu mi say 50 Ghana e mo bi ko public accounts committee me ko ho 50 Ghana enu ko anyo bi no wa fa di o na emu na nka so
wo ya mama ka bibi enkofa mba o
na nka so to isuo e na wo di ade ni ko to yes Mr. Preparation inti sa no man na ye guso aye kan sisi an say e na ban na ye we ni ye hwe ne mo ni say ade a me no mi no ye hia wo Ghana ha no ye say ka enne 24/7 nkofo didi imprensa 24/7 oko gas station a obenya bi ato 24/7 bibia ni Ghana ha opeso to bia unya bi nto 24/7 e ba sa akwan pa se ye akwan a 24/7 aben e bon humodin say kwan dodo a wode asi na nso say afi no beko na wieye a be wakodu 2024 ye need as one say dachi e benya so mfaso no ye guso ayeye 24/7 e ba hospitals e normal hodo a abani yefa hospitals ankofo benya ya isa papa omu ye 24/7 e ba school say nkola benya school papa no makọ na education ayi nyina school ayi nyina ko bi a editi hey omu so benya so mfaso no 24/7 the government is doing 24/7 e normal teachers omu trade na nka omu ko ahokyere mu e no ma bi nko yie ma omu no sa teachers no aban ni make sure say obehwe omu no ma so
Bank of Ghana say
24/7 Bank of Ghana e no ma bia
sikaba omu say DDP no e na affect wo Bank of Ghana no
na say Bank of Ghana omu ayi wo ho omu nipa nipa governor no so nti ofi say obeba out abeka bibia enye sa na ti ana
until laws now are
to parliament to parliament those informations are with the parliamentarians already
okay but that's
it be bia aban we ye bia no wo yes enne ene echina ene daachi Ghana ebenya so mfaso enti sa anhia emen
me that's honorable una parliament and now mid-year budget review by reviewed one of course and then some okay kan be bia me pese ye twa adwene ko issues are concerns among for raise about Bank of Ghana is casted this year ne 60 billion Ghana cedis so say billion Ghana cedis ayira boka and ose enye se bia Bank of Ghana this can one anu na mo DDP no na affect yensa is that the reality
Agya Kwabena.
Ona go be any books together.
I mean, far with videos when I mean, share a tea for a nano pay. Oh, as a gun, I grow in so.
Salmon.
I grow in so because penny now or day no. Say, I grow on any so, and I say, I grow in so. Enter American is answer. You cannot just bring this simple answer and think it's a infinite trial. Maybe so a question. Bank of Ghana in 2020, all be printy money, or man, you know, or bow money.
David.
Why not born a man? Minimum may or bow money.
Oh, now first hand information parliament. Oh, good here.
Yen opposition.
Correct thing. Oh no.
The bar out from minority.
Also,
at forcing Dr. Kesala to force and then birthday.
Hey, really?
Happy birthday.
My wishing.
My
wishing.
Or the bar out. Say, from the document presented, it was a media review in 2020. From the document presented, Finance Minister General what kind budget we year na to the bar say lie wage say what printy about 45 billion Ghana cedis. Oh, me printing sika bia omu di na tem normal omu catch yen minority no na yen sem fata. Ye push omu ewie ye debate budget no wie. Ansa na civil society organizations ebe kan bi. Ansa na financial watchers ebe kan bi. So no muji tu mu say the printed money. Money laundry from all level